have to say this, these people, they address that they built the church building. They themselves built the church. They need the church. And more than ever, they need God in their lives.
I'm Soos here for Rebel News, and I am in Siksika Nation, just east of Calgary at Holy Trinity Catholic Church. This is the latest church in Canada where an attempted arson has occurred. These arsons are allegedly in response to the residential school crises that we are hearing about, the many discoveries, the troubling discoveries across this country. Tragically, we have heard that many churches are being targeted, and the greatest communities impacted are the local communities, the First Nations communities who use these worship spaces as very much a heart and a core of their community. So we're going to speak with the local parish priest here, Father Long, about how this attack, how this arson has affected the local community. We are now with Father Long, and we are here at Holy Trinity Church. He's just giving us a bit of a tour of the grounds. He's going to talk about some of the other buildings before we head into the church. So, Father, you were saying over here is the...
This is used to be a rectory for the priest to live, and this building is for the convent for the sisters. They had they was in this building for many years. So great ministry for the people here.
And then very intimately connected with the people, their day-to-day lives?
Absolutely. Yeah, and this building has been condemned. Okay. So we have a difficulty to demolish this building. So now we still have the church here, and also we have the hall there before we used, but we give up the hall. So the band took it over, but it has some problem now. Probably they will demolish it or build a new one, fix it. I don't know.
Hey guys, we don't get big checks from the government to go out there and cover the stories, and very often we're the only ones willing to go out to the real remote regions and tell the other side of the story. But we need your help to do that. It costs a lot to drive and fly out to these locations. If you're willing to help, go to rebelfieldreports.com.
Still smell smoke in here, huh?
Yeah, it certainly does. Oh, and there you can see it over there. That's where it's set. So did they break the glass and then set a fire, or the glass broke?
Put it here. So the damage there, it wouldn't cost much to fix it. Okay. Probably the community or even some people can fix that in the future. It was very lucky.
Yeah.
But after that, I spent all day on Monday clean up the church.
Because it was all soot and black and smoke.
Because the fire crews just
all right.
Yeah,
right.
Use the fire extinguisher to blow in. So yeah, and these are the older for the native. The skin is important for them. It is the skin is a symbol of life, strength. So they put it there.
So it seems that in a very real way, through this process of reconciliation, the church is not an enemy, but it's the place where the community gathers to heal together and get through this.
Exactly, yeah. And, as I was surprised that many people came on Monday with the mass for the bishop, It is wonderful. And they shared a lot. Many of them just share what happened, and it is so wonderful. Yeah.
Community here, before you came even, they built this church. It's sort of their home. It belongs to them. Is that right?
Yes. This is the thing that the people did. Their ancestors built this church, so they embraced this building. With the people in this Siksika, the symbol is very important for them. And even the priests, they really want me to live here. Now I have the trailer at Clooney to live, but they just want me to live here. Yeah. For them, it's important.
So it's not just something for them that they do on Sundays. It's part of their everyday life. And an attack on this building, the Arson here, very much is in many ways an attack on their way of life. Is that right?
I have been in many parishes. This is the one place that many, many people came to see me for blessing, for prayer, and I am touched by the way that they do with their faith. And you know that our people here have a problem with addictions, so they often come in to make the pledge. Many of them come for blessings and for prayer. They all come to see me.
So very often, if they're experiencing challenges, difficulties, very often for us in the city, it's we go to church on Sunday and that's it. For them, it's very much integrated in their day-to-day life, their struggles. This place is an anchor, a place that they can come to, and a place that their life revolves around very heavily. Is that right?
I have been in many houses. They asked me to come to the house for house blessing. I have seen so many houses with the Bible. Open it. They underline throughout the Bible. Their faith very strong. Their faith for God very, very strong. I didn't see that in other community, but I have to say that this community show a lot of faith of the people for God through what they are doing. Having been in this parish, I didn't know something, even those many years with the native. I didn't know that my people here love God so much, love the church so much, love the church building, and even love me. Many of them came crying, apologized, addressed their hurt and anger, offering me tears. I have to say that we human beings, we are not perfect. And we have our tendencies to deal with things, to operate things with our feeling. Of course, things happened. We don't fully understand. So there is a lot of anger, frustration, confusion inside of us, and cause us to do a lot of things, nonsense. We got to offer understanding to one another, and I pray for one another, even the people who did such things. Lack of understanding. And as the time being, we have to look into our present life to love one another, to respect one another, and foster love and peace in the community. Your love for Jesus is so great, so strong and steadfast. Pray for us that we be strong.
thank Father Long for giving us a tour of this church. This location is part of the day-to-day lives of this community, and it's integral to them. We've learned about how charitable the community has been in their outreach to Father Long and their support moving forward. We also learned that Bishop McGrattan came out here and spent time listening to the community and worshiping with them, and the community greatly appreciated it. Fortunately, there was not a lot of damage to this building, unlike other churches, so the building, after a great deal of cleaning, is going to be back in use for this community. Other communities across this country are not so fortunate. We're going to continue to follow these arsons as they occur, and we're going to continue telling you the other side of the story. I want to thank you all for tuning in. For Rebel News, I'm Adam Soos. There's been a meaningful lack of response from authorities and politicians to the arsons that are taking place at churches across this country. Ezra Levant has offered $10,000 to any information leading to the arrest of individuals responsible for these discriminatory attacks against churches. Go to findthearsonist.com and share any information you may have so that we can put an end to these crimes.